Seriously, actually read the instructions. I treat this like the holy Bible of generators, okay? As you saw in the last episode that the hose got busted. I wouldn't say it got busted because it's not that the pressure was too much for the hose. I think that it got run over or something and it kind of cut a slit in the hose. I tried to fix it and it got us through the trip, but as soon as I let the pressure out of the hose, it collapsed on itself because this is, you know, a flexible hose, and so I'm not going to be able to use this anymore, so I had to replace it. So I got a new Aqua Joe RV water hose, which is a major improvement over what I just had. For one, the attachments here are metal instead of plastic, so they're going to be a lot tougher. As you see, it's got the little O-ring in there, the little gasket thing. Those come out all the time on other hoses. On attachments like this, I use this so that the hose doesn't put too much pressure on my city water intake. Things like this, but the little gasket thing that came in here gets stuck up inside the hose or gets stuck up inside the spigot, so you have to replace these things all the time or else you're going to start leaking. When I was at the Oak Hollow campground and I detached my hose from the spigot, this was stuck up inside of the spigot. It kind of got jammed up in there, and luckily I looked to see that it was missing and I was able to fish it out of there. But these things get lost all the time, and that's what causes you to keep having to get replacement attachments or new hoses, because they'll start leaking if they don't have this little tiny rubber piece in there. We just got us a new generator because we are going to probably be boondocking on this trip. I encourage you, whenever you get something that is this much of an investment, to definitely read the instructions. But you know how most of us men are. We've got the quick start. Step 1, remove generator from package. Check. Okay. Number 2, add oil, which is what I'm about to do. I had to take the panel off up here, as you can see. I had to take the panel off. Right here is the dipstick. So you take this off, and lucky for us, this comes with a nice funnel to do this with. I'm going to do a little at a time. I'm going to make sure I have enough. It says you're supposed to get it to the point where it's almost overflowing. And I believe that does it right there. Okay. Seriously, actually read the instructions. I'm just being a joke. Study this thing as if you were going to have to pass an exam on it. Seriously, study this. Read this before you go to bed at night. Treat this like the holy Bible of generators, okay? Read this along with your devotion. All right, remove generator from package. Check. 2, add oil. Check. Number 3, add fuel. All right, to add fuel, this is a dual fuel generator, which means it can run off propane or it can run off gasoline. Today we are going to run it off propane, but we've got plenty of that already. It doesn't put out as much power when it's using propane, but it lasts long. So give or take, it's got benefits both ways. You have to use the regulator hose that comes with it. This is the scary part. Turning on the propane. I am about to start the generator.
For the first time.
Okay.
That's a weird sound.
One more time.
Updates in 5 minutes. This is pretty awesome. We've got the TV running, AC's going,
Lights are going.
and the lights are going on a generator. Now the lights will run off our batteries, so that's not as big an issue, but we really wanted, the AC was a big thing, because that just enables you to sleep comfortably if you do have to boondock. So that was a main concern for us, and it looks like we have done it. I'm so excited.
Another thing too is, being that this is an inverter generator, it's not very loud at all. From inside the camper, I can't hear the generator at all. I hear the air conditioner running, but I don't hear the generator. I know that it's probably not quite as quiet as a Honda or a Yamaha, but this thing was much more affordable, and it runs off dual fuel. It's a dual fuel generator, and we wanted something that was like that so we could run it off propane or gasoline, and we got it. It's great. What you need?
The next box, please.
No, I'm talking about the ones that
So
you
here,
got.
you reach it. I say what you're talking about. The bigger ones in this.
Yeah, the Aldi one. I mean, not the Aldi one, but the
IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah. The two side tables I made for the couch just come out and sit on the couch as the slide comes in.
If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for bloopers, and until next time, happy camping.
Found 2 of them.
Oh no.
I had the bolt swing go here, and wind blew and blew them off here, and now they're hidden. Number 3. I got one more.
All right. Got it?
Number 4. Got it.
Yay!
Sure I pulled everything out. Oh. And what else?
Oh, sorry, I just turned it off. I want to feel this real quick.